I mean, you knew this was gonna happen. You knew if you've been keeping up, if you've been following for any real amount of time, you knew this was going. You knew what was about to happen. Let's not start the session off by fronting on each other and lying to each other. We all knew what was about to happen. So we might as well just jump right into it. First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody to the garage, home of the worldwide mechanics. I'm your lead mechanic, Mr. Maid. Go on, get your coveralls, get your tool belts, get this thing on the rack, see where we at. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. All right. How to rate Iceman Habibti, I think. And Maid of Honor by Drake. P74, what's happening, sis? The Big Mama in the chat, in the building. Big Mama Cedar. However you want to call it. Tiffany Banks, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Um, Jersey Rich, what up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody pull up. I love the mechanic greeting. I love greeting the fellow mechanics. I love it. And B, you actually spell it the right way. Two C's in mechanics, man. You actually spell it the right way, which I would expect you to. Yeah, of course you would. Like, of course, you know what you're doing around these parts. You know what it is. Um. Oh God. I don't know. Should I wait for a couple more people to pull up, or should I just get started? Pronunciation spell, of course. Should I wait for a couple more people to pull up, or just start? Tiff says just start. Tiffany says just start. Mechanics on time. That's a fact. Give it a couple for Calvin. Tiffany, we do want Calvin in the building as often as we can get Calvin in the building. Let's give it a second. We got to get our UK mechanic in here. Is Calvin here? Calvin might be here. Maybe he just didn't say anything yet. Is Calvin here? Because I would love to sit here and say, I'm only going to say this once, and that's complete cap. I know I'm going to have to say this more than once. Wait for Calvin. Yeah, we'll give it a second till Calvin pulls up. Just a quick second. Hope everybody's enjoying their the start of their weekend. Hope everybody had a good week. Um, and you didn't see him greeting. He always does word. Shout out to Calvin Campbell, our UK representative. One time for the homie, for the big dog. Um, because I know Calvin's gonna come in here with some super insightful. Oh, thank you, B. Oh, you big you lump of Azuka, you big old lump of Latina sugar. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. It's been a rough week, but I definitely appreciate it. How many of y'all knew that Drake was gonna drop 3 projects instead of just one? Was I late to the party on that? You dig it. Was I the only one who didn't know that was gonna happen? I wasn't expecting that. B74 didn't. Anybody else? Because I didn't know that was gonna happen. Um, just found out yesterday. Jersey Rich. I'm with you. Me too. Me too. I went looking to go. Just kind of get a lay of the land on Iceman. I see 2 other projects same time. It was ridiculous. Not ridiculous, just oh, okay. I'll tell you what it feels like. It's still really it feels like throw something at the wall, throw anything at the wall and see what sticks. Like all this hype has been around Iceman, all the rollout has been around Iceman, the frozen blocks of ice and all that other good stuff. And now here we have like two other albums, so it's kind of like if you don't like this one, let's see what these other two. Let's see how you feel about these other two. Kind of feels like that. But let me just go ahead and get started. We got 28 people and we got a good chunk of people in the room, and only a couple of them are speaking. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. Oh, I said 20. I can't see. It's way more than that. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. Um, why are the songs so dang short? Give you less time to get pissed off at. Give you less time to get irritated by it. Slade one, what up? Peace, peace, Uncle. Salute. Slade, you got yes. Hit the like button, likes and subs. That's how you show your boy love. Y'all know what it is. If you're traveling around these YouTube streets, you know this is the thing that gets the page lit and brings more people in here. Was he trying to get out of his deal? Very real possibility. Very real possibility. Um, I just didn't know there were going to be three. I'm not even getting into the speculation of why there are three, but that's a very real possibility. Um, the album was very okay. Let's get started on this. Let's get started on how to rate these albums, all three of them. Ready? The answer to how to rate how to rate all three albums is with time. Anyone who's giving you a full critical breakdown of three separate projects within the space of less than 24 hours after they dropped is Fugazi. And the day is kind of weird, but like that's Fugazi. That's that those ratings. I'm not talking about the music. Jonesy, what up? What up, Jonesy? Salute. Anyway, hit the likes, hit the subs, hit the likes, hit the subs, get some more likes in this building, hit the likes and hit the subs. Listen, anyone trying to give y'all a rate and anybody who starts talking about they critically breaking down all three of these projects, Fugazi. Fugazi. Don't these people are not your friends. Dell Debonair, what up? Salute. Thank you for pulling up. Much respect, King. Thank you. I hope everybody is subscribed. Like, become a mechanic. Come on in and hit that bell so you know when I'm pulling up because things are gonna start moving way faster. Um, if they're giving you a rating now, it's Fugazi. The rating is gonna be Basuda. There's either one or two things. Either one, they're a Drake hater, so they're gonna slam it and say it's this, it's that, it's the third. And I'm not talking about the songs. I'm not talking about rating a couple of songs that you like. I'm not talking about that. It's easy to pick out your favorites during the first listen. I'm talking about rating the projects as a body of work. That kind of thing needs to be ingested. That kind of thing needs to be digested. You have to that it takes time. Listen, I did it for a living. I rated albums for a living. For a living. Oh, B74. Thank you, darling. Well, one of these to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate what Meg said with a flex emoji is what she put up. Thank you, B. Let me go ahead and like that. Calvin, what up, man? We was waiting for you. Good to see you, King. Glad you're here. Let me go ahead and like that. Yeah, I'm not talking about picking out the songs that you like, right? Again, that's easy. That only takes one listen. I like this, I like this, I like this, right? But here's the problem. You can't digest a full body of work and get in all the nuances and all the pivots and completely get the direction in less than 24 hours. Again, I used to do this professionally for a living. It was part of the job and we had deadlines. But I used to stretch every deadline I could just trying to get more time with the project so I could fully like fully get into it. And this is from somebody who did it for a living, not just doing it on some, oh, I just want to be first type business. We would have the album ahead of time for a month. I learned how to get really good at doing it, but even I'm not going to sit here and tell you I can give you a full breakdown of three separate bodies of work in the space of 24 hours. I would need it. I personally would need at least at this stage, I need at least 2 weeks to do all three. I need at least 2 weeks. I don't even know how many tracks are on each album, which uh, definitely you have it needs to be taken into account. Um, but yeah, like anybody who's telling you anything about the album now, if they're telling you that it's this, it's that, it's the third, they're a Drake hater. They already can't stand him. So there is no such thing as an unbiased review after less than 24 hours after release. 24 hours, less than 24 hours after release. There's no such thing as an unbiased review. Every review you get is going to be biased. Either somebody who really can't stand Drake and they're jumping to say it's mid because nothing jumped out of them at the first listen, first spin through, or or they're a Drake stan and they're jumping to tell you that this is the best thing ever and it's super dope and he's back and the king is on top, or they're being paid to go in either direction. Either they're part of Drake's marketing push and they're telling you what the album is based on the pre-approved script, or they are just sycophants and who are outside just can't wait to say something good about it. Or they're Kendrick haters. And if you're a Kendrick hater, of course you want this album to be the best thing ever. If you're objective, if you're objective, you can't rate, you can't properly assess an album in this amount of time, let alone three. All three of these projects may have different objectives. What if they're not all the same thing? They're all separate bodies of work, so they all need to be judged on their own merit. They all could have different objectives. They all could have different perspectives. All three of them could be going in three different directions. One could be about life post battle. One could be about life pre battle. One could be about life ignoring the battle. One, he could make whole that you never know. That the topics could be wide ranging. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I haven't pressed play on any of them. Oh, and then there's also the people who get caught up in the hype, the buzz, the hype. They just, you're not even listening to it with a clean ear because you're so caught up in all the hype that's happening. You can't even help yourself. So it's almost impossible to be objective when I've sat out album releases, kind of let the hype die down, and then went and checked it. Here's the problem: in this day and age, when content is king, by the time it would take to rate all three albums properly, like in real time, like properly, like for real, the buzz will have died down and people may be talking about something else by then. God forbid Kendrick drops, or God forbid, Kanye decides to put something out, or Beyonce puts something out, or, God forbid anybody of some kind of name puts something out, steps on his date, or just a little something. Like, who knows? Who knows? And that's why people rush to go give you their opinion up front. They're trying to get those looks and those likes. But I'm here to tell you, if somebody is telling you how good or bad the album is right now, they haven't had enough time. Any of the album, they haven't had enough time to listen to them yet. I can't rate all three, but I can say they sound different. Mm-hmm. Calvin, you're right. I do have to listen with you. Well, those are the only kind of ears I have at this point. Like, I can't turn it off. I'm not gonna lie. After listening, okay, now see, that's something we can definitely do after one listen, right? You can highlight moments. You can highlight lyrics. We can. It's easy to find um the jabs, because we're listening for that. We're keyed in for that. We're everybody. That's where everybody's attention is. Something else that needs to be taken into account when you sit down to rate an album. You're going into it with your mind a certain way already. You're already looking for the if I'm going to war and I'm taking the field, I'm looking for mines, I'm looking for enemies. It's not the same thing as if I'm going to the grocery store. My mind's not even fixed that way. I'm looking for deals and discounts and good avocados. I'm not even thinking about somebody jumping out from behind the bush with a bushel of bananas with a banana clip. I'm not even thinking about that. We all went in where everyone who's going into Drake's album is listening for the smoke. Yeah, B74 just read the t-shirt. I just read your t-shirt. I love it. Yeah, this is one of them. I don't just do hoodies. I am the hoodie. I am the hoodie god. I am the hoodie king. My t-shirt collection is actually kind of crazy too. Now that summer's coming around, you know, it's gonna be a little something something. Um I'm looking, listening to an album. I'm not looking if he's talking about Kendrick. Slade, that's you. And I'm not quite sure I believe that. Let me take that back. I believe that you believe that, but I almost think it's impossible to not look for that. I think even if you're not on the hunt for it, I think it's almost impossible to not do that. You know what I mean? It's like if somebody smacks you, anytime that person comes around, you're going to be looking at their hands. You're going to be, double checking. Slade, it's easy for you to say that you're over it, but from everything that I've heard back, he's not over it yet. So, it's still a topic of conversation. It's still bag fuel. What up? Run to Brooklyn. Why on earth would I? Anyway, whichever one of you guys this is, run to Brooklyn. I have no idea what that means, but Queens get the money. Um, shout out to Bag Fuel. I like the shot at Khaled. Damn, every song is literally a diss. Ran to Atlanta. Oh, I think I see it. Lurkers, hit that like. You heard B74. You pulling up in the room. Bag Fuel, YouTube. Hit the like. And y'all should be subscribing. Y'all are my people. Y'all, there's no reason why y'all shouldn't be subscribing. Um, Good is good, trash is trash. Why everybody gotta make it deep? Hooked, W hooked. I'm gonna say it like this because for some of us it is deep. For some of us it is deep. Yes, Bagfield, but Bagfield has been grinding since before we knew who they were. Bagfield is always grinding is what they do. Um, because for some of us it is that deep. It's a body of work like that surface level listening. Good is good and trash is trash. How many? Okay, how many times have you listened to a song, dismissed it, went back to it by mistake, months later, years later, listened to it and realized it was fire? That's this. The body of work may not hit you right away. It may, all the nuances and subtleties in it, if assuming there are some, may not hit you right away. And if it's real art, you shouldn't rush through it. Yeah, of course. Push a Slade. It's happened to everybody. It happens to me. It happens to everyone. It's something universal with music. That song you skipped that you figured out that you found out later was fire. Sometimes music hits at a certain time in life. I don't want to, start making heavy comparisons, but bro, I didn't really appreciate Stevie Wonder till I was in my 30s. Promise you I didn't. Not the way I should have. Not that I didn't appreciate Jimi Hendrix until I was in my like when I hit my 30s, a lot of music started making way more sense. And this is music that I've been hearing in the background of my life my entire life. But all of a sudden, it just starts making way more sense, and it's I start relating to it, and I can appreciate what I was hearing with Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, it was crazy. Late bloomer, yeah, yeah, it was crazy. There was a lot of Prince, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Wonder. Like there were certain artists I thought it was good. I would hear a couple songs and think, oh, these are dope. This is dope. This is fire. But the appreciation for art, for this kind of art, for the high level kind of music these guys were making, it didn't hit me till later. And that's music in general, especially the good kind. The good kind sneaks up on you. That Habibti is definitely trash, though. I'm gonna listen to everything. I'm going to listen to everything. But I say all this to say, again, I'm not trying to keep everybody on the horn super long, and I don't see any super chats pulling up, so there are no topics that people actually want to discuss except for this one. So it's cool. I can let you guys go and get into enjoying your weekend. I love Prince from the jump, and seeing him in concert was pure joy. See, now you Calvin, you got me because I never got a chance to see Prince in concert. I never got a chance to see Stevie Wonder in concert. I'm working on it. I never got a chance to see Jimi Hendrix in concert. Like we want a Mecca from the source review in 72 hours. Tiff, that's not gonna happen. That is absolutely not gonna happen. Now, I am going to go listen to it. I am going to go listen to it. It's an important album. We need to revisit this conversation, Mac, like after a week. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Give me, but it takes time to digest. Assuming that Drake made something good, all the good stuff takes time to digest. I mean, and when I say good, I mean complete. I don't mean like, good as in good or bad. I mean like he put some effort into it at all. You got to sit with it for a second. It's unfortunately it's not as good as good and bad as bad. Like that's surface level listening, and I don't listen to things surface level. We also need to hit the like button. You heard Big Mama. You heard Big Mama. You heard Big Mama. How many of y'all knew that Prince song "I Would Die for You" was a song about Jesus? I didn't. Again, for me, it was just a record. I was just listening to it. My big sister was playing it through the house. I had no idea. Calvin did. Of course, Calvin did. I'm 6 feet. I'm 6 feet even. Yeah, the whole now that I've told you, go back and listen to "I Would Die for You." The whole record, he's talking about Jesus. It's basically a gospel record. But no, who would know that listening to it? Crazy, right? Yes, Tiffany. That's what I'm saying. It's a good song. But until you digest it, you don't understand how dope it actually is, right? It's definitely, and I'm not sitting here to tell you it's a good or bad record, but I'm saying like there could be a nuance to it that could push something over the edge for you. So that's funny. 5'2.5". Claim that half. Claim that half. Big Mama. Claim. Hey, listen. 5'2.5". You're an inch. You're a half inch shorter than Muggsy Bogues. He played in the NBA and won a dunk contest. Big Mama. That's all I'm saying. Big Mama. Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". Come on now. Big Mama. You count that half. Hey Ya by Andre 3000 is a really, really sad ass breakup song. Uncle, yeah, 100% right. And that's what I'm talking about. Good record. But how much more do you appreciate it once you understand what it's really about? Once you really sit back and you get past the hype of the record and you get past the hype of the video, because the video was hype as hell. So you didn't really listen to it until like you got a chance to really listen to it. You heard it, but you didn't listen to it. You can't really listen to something this complicated, 3 albums worth in the space of, now you can tell me if you don't like it or not. That's a personal thing. That's subjective. You can tell me you don't like it, you like it. All I'm saying is you may listen to it a month from now and be like, oh, I actually do like this. And reviewing is a lost art because nobody cares anymore. Everybody just wants to be first. Nobody wants to be good. Like nobody wants to be thorough. They just want to be first. So reviewing is a lost art, and I get that. But if you, I'm just telling everybody, if you pulled up on me looking for, like a Drake review, like thumbs up, thumbs down, this song, doing the Roman cathedral thumbs on records, you can't get that. I can't help you. You got to go get that from somebody else and just understand it. When you hear it, when you hear their opinion, when you hear it, just know that they didn't really hear it. That's all I'm saying. In the meantime, in between time, I'm your man, Mr. Mech. This has been another garage session. I'm getting out of here kind of early. I'm doing well, not really. Still went way over. Anyway, it's your man, Mr. Mech. Mech Rashawn. I like to thank you all for pulling up to the garage. God willing, I will see you guys here tomorrow at 5 p.m. We have another session. Go on, get your coveralls, get your tool belt. Let's get this thing off the rack and see where we at. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. We did good today. We can do better tomorrow. Enjoy the album, and let's head on down to the comment section and keep this conversation going. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Until then, the garage is now officially closed for the evening. Y'all be safe. Peace.